everybody, this is Heather Sides. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Spokane, Washington. Every Wednesday night I come to you with 3 cards that I've made and I show you how I made them. I am excited to show you what I have tonight. I've got a couple of fun folds and a masculine themed card. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I get very excited about the masculine themed cards because they don't come easy to me. So I'm excited to share this one with you because I think there's a lot that you could do with this particular layout. So right now I'm giving everybody just a minute to get on. It's just 6 o'clock right now, and I am checking on the big screen here to make sure that everything is showing up the way that it should, so that I can see all of your comments. Speaking of comments, I do encourage you to participate in the conversation that's going on. Ask me questions, talk to each other, make comments, whatever. It's just a lot of fun when we get some real conversation going while we're doing this. So I love it when you participate. I also do a drawing for everybody who participates. So if you leave a comment of any kind, even if all you do is just say hi, what I do is next week, about an hour or so before I go live next week, I will pull up the videos from this week, both here on Facebook and on YouTube, and I get the names of everybody who made comments, and then I do a drawing. So even if you're watching this, even if you're not able to watch it live, if you're watching a replay here on Facebook or on YouTube, everybody who's made comments, your name goes into a drawing, and I announce the winner at that night's card making class. So definitely participate in the conversation. Like I said, even if all you do is just say hello, let me know where you're from. That's just kind of fun for me. And in fact, it was really funny. Gosh, now it's probably been about a month. I had somebody from the UK, and I kept telling my husband, now that I had one person from the UK, I was an international sensation. And so I keep reminding him of that. And so that just cracks me up. So I love to see where you guys are from. Let's see, the video is not coming up for me quite yet, so bear with me while I play with it a little bit and see what's going on here. Let's see, I'm trying to think if I've got anything really exciting to tell you guys. I told you guys I had to get a heart monitor in order to have my shoulder surgery. So I'm on week 2 of that. Nothing exciting. It's been really easy actually, which is very nice. So why is this not showing? It's not showing up, and that is frustrating to me. Let's see, maybe if I go out and come back in. Oh, there we go. Now there I am. Okay, so we'll get this now pulled up big so I can, look at the big scary version of myself. So that I can see your comments. Hey, Judy, welcome. It looks like Mary's joined us. Oh, you are very welcome, Mary. I'm glad that you got it. Mary was one of our winners from a drawing. I think, Mary, you might have won a couple times, haven't you? So definitely participate in that conversation because you might win. So anyway, so I've had this heart monitor. Nothing exciting to report. People have told me that, like my husband had one a year or so ago, and he had like little electrodes all over his body that he had to change every day or every couple days or whatever. So I kind of thought it'd be something like that, but that's not the case at all. It's just like this little plastic thing that's right here. There's no wires, no nothing else. And when all is said and done, I have to wear it through next Monday. When all is said and done, they gave me a box to mail it back to them, and I put it in the box and send it in. And then a couple weeks later, I go into the doctor and they tell me what they saw. So it's shocking to me, just medical technology, the things we can do now, right? So let's see, is there anything else? Let's see if I have any Lucy news. Lucy has her next vet visit this week. She's like 22 pounds now. I, weighed myself with and without her the other day. She's 22 pounds. She's getting huge. And and oh, she's sassy. She's been sassy since the beginning, but she's just getting sassier every single day. And she cracks me up. She just cracks me up. I don't know if I have anything else. I just, I don't lead that exciting of a life. I really don't. As you know, I may have told you guys before, on Sunday afternoons, every Sunday, I go to my parents' house and spend the afternoon with them, and we get lunch and we watch a movie of some sort. And so last week's movie, we watched Venom, which I hadn't seen. I love Marvel movies. I'm a huge fan of Stan Lee. And so we watched Venom. I'd never seen anything or even really heard much about it. It was actually pretty good. It wasn't, one of their best movies, but it was still enjoyable. So this week we're going to watch Venom 2. So if you have any recommendations of good movies, it can't be too girly of a movie because, my dad's watching. And it can't be too bloody gory of a movie because my mom's watching. But we watch just about every type of movie. Everything from, cartoons and the Minion movies. That's what we were going to watch. Everything from that to like one weekend we watched Monsters Ball. So if you've got a good movie recommendation, definitely let me know. Hey Tracy, welcome. It's good to see you. Thanks for joining us. So I just have a couple of housekeeping things that I want to share with you, and then we'll get going on our cards. What do you think? Okay, give me a second to get this camera turned around and we'll get started. Okay, looks like I've got it upside down, so let's get everybody turned around here. There we go. Looks like Teresa's joined us again this week. Welcome back, Teresa. Okay, and Colleen has joined us. Welcome, Colleen. So the couple of housekeeping things I've got for you is now that Celebration is over, I hope that you got all the great freebie gifts that you wanted out of Celebration. Now, for the month of September, Stampin' Up! Is doing weekly deals where every week they're putting a handful of items on sale. Now, it was my understanding that what they do is like last week through today, there was this block of items on sale. And then tomorrow, the new block would start and the old block would go away and no longer be on sale. But today, I don't know if it was an accident or this is what they intended to do, but Stampin' Up! If you go onto my website at heathersides.stampinup.net and you look under specials, you can see the September specials. They still are showing the ones for this week because it's through midnight tonight, but they've added the ones for next week. So if you shop tonight, you can actually get stuff from both sets of deals. And there's some really great products, really great deals going on. Now, I don't know if tomorrow, if you go in there, if the ones from this week will be gone now, or if they're going to do it as a cumulative thing. I think we all just assumed that it would be one block of products at a time. So I don't know. But like I said, I do know if you go on there tonight, you have access to both last week and this week, and you can take advantage of both sales. So that's just a little tip for you today. If nothing else, go on there and see what's for sale. See if any of it grabs you. There's everything from designer series paper, specialty paper, there's ribbons, there's boxes, there's all sorts of goodies that you'll want to check out. Okay, the other thing is, I've told you before about this special, the Perfect Partners special that we have going on. This is where we have 6, I think it's 6, let me double check. I can count that high. 6 sets of dies that have been released for stamp sets that were already out in our annual catalog, but did not have a coordinating set of dies. Just for the month of September, they're releasing these dies. I do not know if they will show up again, maybe in the next annual catalog or not. All I know is that for the time being, you can only get them until the end of September. So if there is something in this special, a set of dies that you want, I would do it now during the special because like I said, I don't know if they're going to come back. And you can get the dies alone. Maybe you already have the stamps. You can get the dies alone. Or you can buy the stamps and the dies as a bundle and get the special bundle pricing of 10% off. So there's apple blossom dies, fresh cut stem dies, playful piggy dies. You've seen me use those. I used them last week. Trimming the tree bundle, that's timely. Waterfall Canyon bundle and Yeti to Party bundle. So definitely something to check out between the weekly deals and the perfect partners. Those are some things you might want to check out on my website. Again, heathersides.stampinup.net. Okay, so let's, we have a couple more things. I want to show you guys some cards I got in the mail this week. I love getting happy mail from you guys. This is so exciting. It's very fun to me. So first, to anybody who sends me happy mail, thank you so very much. I love you so much more than my electric company or my garbage company. So I got this card. This is just beautiful. And this one came from one of the gals on the larger team I belong to named Wendy Varon. But isn't this beautiful? And it's, she used I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but she used our glimmer paper to do the butterfly. So it's all nice and sparkly. And I love sparkles. You know I love sparkles. And I just think this is so pretty. So I got this from Wendy. Thank you, Wendy. I got this card. This one came from Susan. And Susan might be on tonight, so she might see her card on here. But isn't this fun? Just really pretty. And she used one of the packs of paper that was available during during Celebration last month. So very pretty card, Susan. I love this. This is great. So thank you, Susan. And then finally, I know Colleen's on tonight. This is a card I got from Colleen. Isn't this gorgeous? I just love the shimmer and the subtlety of this glitter ribbon right here. These colors. It's just beautiful, beautiful card. And it's a fun fold. And Colleen won, she's won our weekly prize a couple times, and so she sent me a thank you card for that. And you are very, very welcome, Colleen. Thank you for joining us every week. Okay, so the last thing I have now is our drawing for this week. And lots of you guys participated in conversation last week. I think I had more entries than ever for last week, so that was really exciting. Hey, Robin, welcome. So this week's winner is Marcia Colbert. I haven't seen her on yet tonight, but she's usually here. And, last week we were talking a lot about the adhesive eraser that I have. And I sent one out to somebody who asked a question about it. And I thought, it might be fun to give one away. So this week's prize, you're going to get a thing of our Tombow glue. This is our liquid glue. And an adhesive eraser. So congratulations, Marcia. This will be coming your way. And I have your address because Marcia's won before. So I will get this out in the mail to you. All right, let's get going on our cards. So the first card we're going to do, I'm using the Cottage Rose Flowers. As you know, the Abbey Rose Suite is right now one of my favorite suites, and it includes the Cottage Rose stamps and the Cottage Flowers dies. So we're going to use those tonight. And then also I used the Scalloped Contours dies because I used this frame right here. So let me show you what I made. And I brought over my little mini embossing, my little mini embosser to do the embossing tonight, but I may have to bring over the big one. Okay, so here's our card. Robin loves this stamp set. How can you not, Robin? It's so pretty. I love big, it just reminds me of like English roses, I just love stuff like that. Okay, so here I used the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper to do the envelope and the card. And then I made this card has a belly band. So slide that right off, and then it opens like this. And if you wanted, you could put something in there, maybe another piece of white, so you could write a longer message to somebody if you chose, or fill it up with little flowers or whatever, but I chose to keep it simple. And so we're going to make one of these tonight, but we're going to use different colors. The same designer series paper, just different colors. So let me move this over. Okay, so let's get started. Got all of our pieces here. Okay. First, let's do our envelope. I like to do that first and get it starting to dry. Robin says she loves this one. Good, I'm glad. Okay, so get a little glue here. Oh, this is not good. I just realized I don't have my glasses in here. Let's see how my cards turn out when I can't see them. That's the new challenge tonight. Let's see how well Heather can see can stamp when she can't see the cards. Okay. It was really funny tonight. You know, my husband usually is working out while I'm doing my lives. And so he said, oh, do you have a live tonight? I said, yeah. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to go work out. And I said, really? I said, I thought tonight was going to be the night that you were going to stamp with us. And it just totally caught him off guard. And he's like, what? Never in a million years. You will never see him on here stamping with us. I wish he would. I think that would be a ton of fun. But no, he would never do it. Not in a million bazillion years. Which is what makes it even funnier. Okay, so I glued that piece on. That strip of designer series paper is just 2.5 by 6 inches. Now I'll take my scissors and cut off the extra. Well, welcome there, Lucy. Lucy has joined us. She has promptly walked over to a pile and started tearing paper out of the pile, probably so that she can tear it up. Oh, that little booger. You know what she did last week? I took a shower. Hey, Nell, welcome. I was taking a shower, and I usually keep her in the bathroom with me when I take my showers because she still can't really be trusted to wander around the house by herself yet. And I could hear her kind of banging around outside of the shower, but she had her ball in there with us, so I assumed she was playing with her ball. I got out of the shower, and she had, isn't that pretty? I really like that. She had gotten a hold of an entire roll of toilet paper and just had a great party with it. So I took a picture, of course, but yeah, great party with the toilet paper. Toilet paper everywhere. And then that night, I was in the bedroom and my husband was kind of watching her, but apparently he wasn't watching her. And she got a hold of an entire roll of paper towels and did the same thing. So right now, how she got the paper towels, I don't know. They must have just been right on the edge of the counter or something. But right now we can't keep the toilet paper on the roll because she gets it and has a party with it. So we have to rest it on the tank of the toilet, little turkey. Okay, so first I have a piece here. This is not folded, you know, like a basic card base. This is just 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4. And that is Mango Melody. No, I'm lying. It's Melon Mambo. Okay, then I have a piece of designer series paper. It is 12 inches long and it is 5 1/4 inches wide. And what I did, you can't see this on designer series paper too well, but see, I scored it right here at 4 inches. And I only scored one end. And the reason that I do that, I'll show you. The reason that I do that is because sometimes when you score something, it's slightly crooked or it just doesn't line up quite right or whatever. So I get one fold where I want it, and then I fold the rest of it the way to match up. So like this now, I'll just fold it so that my edges match up right there. And now I know everything's going to line up the way I want it. Lucy, she's under the bed and I can tell she's chewing on something, but I don't know what. Okay, so this is the way this is going to go on here. If I wanted to use this side, I could do that too. Ooh, that is kind of pretty though. Oh, that is kind of pretty. No, I'm going to stick with the way I had it. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down. I'm going to go ahead and just glue it down now. I love this paper, I really do. And there are, this is part of a suite, which means there's dies and there's stamps and there's a whole line of products that go with this that you should check out. It's really a pretty set. And with the designer series paper, some of the dies match the flowers on the paper so that you can cut out the flowers using a die instead of having to fussy cut them. I don't have the dies or the stamps, so I have made cards with it where I had to fussy cut. And, you know, it's not terrible, but it does take a while. Okay, so we have the base of our card right there. Now we'll do the inside piece. And I just have a piece of basic white and a piece of Melon Mambo. Hey, Susan, welcome. Thanks for joining us. And I'm just going to mount this onto the Melon Mambo like so. Okay. Yeah, I mentioned that Lucy's under the bed chewing on something and I don't know what. The other day, Patty, the leader of our Love to Stamp group, posted a thing and said, you know, what great things do you find when you clean up your craft area? And I said, you know, my craft area used to be my stepson's bedroom before he moved out. I'm going to mount this now, and I chose to do mine just as at an angle like that because I thought that was kind of fun. So I'm going to put that on now. But anyway, I said, my craft area used to be my stepson's room, so the bed is in there. So Lucy is constantly bringing me unique treasures that she finds under the bed. I have no idea what all is under there, and I'm sure I don't really want to know because, well, you know, teenage boys are gross. Yeah, she brings us all sorts of treasures she finds. Okay, so I've mounted that in there. Let's go ahead and do the front now. Front's pretty easy. I've got my Melon Mambo ink. And the stamp I'm using is this one. It says, "You are positively the greatest." Okay, let's see here. And I'm just going to stamp this right here in the upper right-hand corner, just like that. And clean off my stamp. I remembered to get my chamois all wet beforehand tonight, so it's nice and wet for cleaning off my stamps. Might even be a little too wet, but that's okay. Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and stick this down on the front of my card. Lucy, what do you have? Oh my goodness, she's tearing something apart under there. Okay, right here, just like this. Okay, now I'm going to take, this is just a scrap of basic white, okay? What I'm going to do is, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and put our belly band on here. Just get that done. So I have a strip. This is just an inch wide, 12 inches long. So it's going to be a little longer than what I need. That's okay. We can trim it. Paper cuts. And I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this around. You don't want it to be too tight, but you don't want it to be so loose that your band just falls off. So wrap it around, find where you want it. Then I like to use our tear and tape to glue it down just because it's a nice strong adhesive. And if the belly band is coming off and on and off and on and off and on, then you just, it risks breaking open. Oh, that's okay, Robin. I do appreciate that, but she's so far under the bed I can't see her anyway, so I have no idea where she's at. Okay, so what I did is I put a piece of tear and tape there, but I know I don't want this piece to come this far over because it's going to show. So I'm going to want it to stop somewhere in the middle. So I'm kind of just marking with my finger where that is to put